Hey everybody, we are on the rodeo trail. Riley's discovered treasure on the side of the highway here. We're coming down 93. Good one? Oh yeah. Oh, it got pinched there, didn't it? Well, maybe that's why Trucker threw it out.
There was like a board and like it broke some plastic.
Roll it up, load it up. Reggie's headed to the rodeo. Like usual, we're motherless. He's got him a banana, a black sock, a red shirt underneath of his cowboy shirt. If Mama was here, would she let you go to the rodeo like this? Ooh, wee. All right, we found treasure. Now load up. Let's get moving.
I got a treasure box.
You got a treasure box? Load up. Let's go. We're almost to the Coyote Springs exit here. All right, get in, let's go. So I guess since Riley found some treasure on the side of the road, we'll start off a YouTube video for the rodeo trip. It's Thursday afternoon. We worked part of the day today, got a few things done, got a few final fixes done on the water project, did some mechanicing. Now it's been quite a week. 1 week ago we quit work also halfway through the day on Thursday and headed out to Rio's state high school wrestling tournament down in Bullhead City, Arizona. Yes, Nevada State High School Wrestling in Arizona, but there's a big huge building there, like an indoor football field. So had room to have everything from 1A all the way up to 5A wrestling. On the way down there, we stopped in a junkyard and grabbed, we grabbed a transfer case for Mama's Suburban and a ZF5 transmission for the brown Ford that Riley and Lorenzo and these guys tore up a few months ago. So those two are on the fix-it list right away. Rio did good at state, won his first few matches, made it to the finals. Took a bit of a butt whooping in the finals, but that's life, that's how things go, you know. And he ended up in second place. We headed out the next morning after that to try to go and hit Sissy's regional basketball tournament in Sandy Valley, Nevada. I'd never been to Sandy Valley, Nevada, but I kind of liked it. We're on our way over there, and I see a sign that I can't tell what it says till we get close, and it says, "Thank you for visiting Nevada." I'm like, what the heck? Where are we if we just left Nevada? So Mama got on her phone and looked, and we were in Tipton, California. I had no idea I was going to California on that trip. Anyways, after basketball, we came home, regrouped, took the day off Sunday, part of the day, then headed out to Eureka, Nevada. Rhett's first wrestling tournament. You remember a year ago, Mama took us on a muddy, snowy shortcut up to Eureka for the wrestling tournament up there. Well, I drove this time and I stuck to the highway. Got us there. Rhett did not want to get out there on the mat at first, but when he finally did, he did great, did a good job. He won second place in his tournament. All the other little boys all won first place in their division. Then home from Eureka. Been home, had a chance to work a couple of days, and now back out on the rodeo trail. For the little kids, wrestling season is not even quite over. They've got their state tournament up in Reno here in a couple more weeks, but rodeo season is already starting. Ryler's got his first 5th and under rodeo of the springtime. He's doing good in the all-around standings for points, so we gotta make sure we don't miss any rodeos. So here we are, splitting up again. Roxy is in Reno playing basketball. Mama called a minute ago. She said it's 10 to 10 halftime, so we'll have to hear the report on that basketball game. But the crew here is me, Riley, Ryler, the rodeo cowboy, and Ridge and Rhett. Yes, you got that right. Mama snuck off to Reno to basketball and sent Ridge and Rhett to the rodeo with us. So hopefully she has a nice relaxing weekend at the basketball. We're headed out rodeoing. Pick us up our first good piece of junk off the highway. Now, on to the rodeo. Oh, we may be going a little slower here in a bit. This truck is telling me that in 87 miles, it's gonna lock me down to 50 miles per hour because of no def. Can you believe that? Freaking government from outer space is gonna slow my truck down. I may have to stop and put some Joey juice in it so it'll let me drive on. I think it might be a little too cold for palm trees up at the ranch, but if it wasn't, I would definitely be building a house like that with palm trees around it. Check that out. That's dang cool right there. Check out that wound on my head. Too bad one of the Anchor Brand Ranch camera people didn't have the cameras rolling when that happened. I don't know if I would have wanted to show you. Probably would have been too embarrassed, but you would have liked to watch that, I'm telling you what. So I was riding around with Lorenzo and his little nephew, and we're checking all of our water hauls, see what needs water hauled to it. And we come to one of the places where there's water in the tank, water in the float box, but not really any water, just mud and a teeny bit of water in the bottom of the trough. So obviously water's not making it from the float box through the little pipe to the trough. And I've got a trick that my dad showed me to use a water bottle, take an empty water bottle, put it over the inlet to that trough, and then smash that water bottle down, forces a little air in there, and it'll blow out a plug. Not a serious solid plug, but if it's just plugged a little bit, the water bottle will loosen it up and the water will start to flow. Anyway, we're in Lorenzo's new ranch truck, and I look through there, no garbage. Can you believe that? Anyways, got nothing I can use to blow that out. So I decided I'm going to lean down there and try and put my mouth over it, blow some air in it. So my friend Lorenzo, he's standing right beside me. I hand him my hat, and I start leaning over, and it's like an 1.25 inch steel pipe just poking up maybe 2 or 3 inches out of the concrete in the bottom of that trough. And I'm leaning over the edge of the trough, trying to get my mouth down around it. There's mud and slop and a little bit of water in the bottom of there. Well, when I just about had my mouth down onto the pipe, the center of gravity had gone too far, and boom! I fell face first. I turned my head just in time. I didn't even have time to put my hands out because I was holding onto the trough behind myself. My feet came up over my back. My head right there hit that 1.25 inch steel pipe, and then the whole rest of my body flopped all the way over, and I landed on my back in the mud. I had mud in my hair, mud in my beard, mud in that wound on my head. Lorenzo didn't even know what to do. He just stared at me for a second. He didn't know whether to laugh, and he didn't, which I think was probably a good idea. The timing was bad. Boy, that hurt. Anyway, so I got out, held my head for a minute, grunted and groaned, hopefully no swearing, and then asked him, Lorenzo, would you please hold my feet this time? And so he held onto my feet, and I leaned back over in there, blew on that, and then blah, 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 a bunch of crud came out, and it started to flow water. Got a drink for all the cows that were standing around there. But yep, that's the story of the wound on my head. And sadly, you don't get to see me flop over head first and land in that mucky trough. Friends with pastors, preachers, barkeepers, and tweakers. The bar right here in Moapa is owned by my friend Chet. Wild Country Tavern, he calls it. We're gonna try out Terrible's truck stop here, see if we can get some Joey juice to make this truck go better than 50 miles an hour.
Dad, are we gonna go in? Dad, are we gonna go in?
deaf at the pump back here. You got deaf at the pump, right? That is nice. Yeah. Look at this. 55 miles, they were going to shut us down to 50 miles an hour. Nice that they're starting to put this at the pumps everywhere, so you don't have to go in and buy the plastic jugs and fool around with those things. It ain't so bad. You put the little stretchy nozzle on those jugs and dump them in. But then have you ever noticed the dang jugs never fit in the truck stop garbage can? So you throw them in the back of the truck and they blow around in the back of your truck. It's a much better idea. Suck your money out of you, won't it? Ah!
20.
Goodbye, $100 bill. We're only down a quarter, so it ain't gonna take that much.
It's full right now.
$46 to top off a quarter of a tank. Rodeoing's cheap fun, huh, Riley? Well, so far this trip's gone good. Not cheap, but good. Just at dark time, we're arriving here at the rodeo. We're going to find our stalls, get our horses put away. Next morning, rodeo time. Here goes Ryler on his famous barrel racing horse, Big Jake.
Now, I'm going to have to make a confession. You'll be disappointed in me, but I did a terrible job of filming all of Ryler's events. Yeah, this barrel racing, I don't got to do nothing, so I got it on film, but I missed all of his roping and steer riding and all of that, so you don't get to see it. But Ryler did win the all-around both days. Did a great job in a bunch of his events. Got to see Grandma and Grandpa for a minute here. Now we're excited to load up and get headed back home. Mama's on her way home from Reno. We're going to get back to the ranch and get together with everybody there. So sorry for no rodeo. Glad you could ride along with us.
I won't do any video. I'm more stubborn than you. We'll see you all night.
So we just got home late from the rodeo we've been at all weekend. Mom made the drive all the way from Reno basketball down to the rodeo, so we just brought 2 vehicles home. By the way, the Suburban is fixed, so Mom drove it. Now, Dr. Mom is about to
Drain Rio's cauliflower ear.